New broadcast. Are we live? I think we're live. I'm not sure. Yay! You know, I kind of had a plan to how I wanted to start this, but that didn't happen. We'll get into the podcast later. That's just where we were. Also, I cleaned off my desk. Okay. But what's up? How's it going? I think I'm live. I'm streaming a little bit differently than how I would normally do. So that's all fun and games. I don't know. Let me give this a refresh and let's see if we're actually outputting something here. Okay, streaming software. I don't know. Maybe this looks different. Let me give this a refresh. Can I see that I'm live? Yeah. Okay. We're live. We're gonna hear myself for a second here. So that's all fun and games. I don't know. Let me give this a refresh and let's see if we're actually outputting something here. Okay. That sounds good. Sounds alright. I hope the quality is, yeah, my quality is gonna show it up worse. Alright. Cool. I don't know why that's not working, but welcome. Alrighty, so like I said, we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be streaming some behind the scenes of my podcast, of making my podcast, some editing behind it because it's fun. It's something I've always wanted to do, like always like to be like, oh, I'm going to film, live stream the behind the scenes of me editing whatever video I'm producing and all this. My good friend Isaac at Cushberry Customs, he's been doing it a little bit here and there with his work. And so I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to do it. So here we are. Here we are. Okay. Cool. And it was going to be on my other channel, but I'm not used to my microphone being on this side. But it's going to be on my other channel, my podcast channel, Anyssa Hammond. Go follow that. But I thought I had the whole enabled thing because you have to enable it for 24 hours before you can actually stream. And where's my chat? I just realized I don't have my chat. Can I see my chat? View my chat, please. View. Hello. Maybe I have to view it on. I'll just view it on YouTube itself. Anyways, sorry, I was rambling. But yeah, you have to do it for the whole 24 hours thing, and I had totally thought I had that set up a long time ago. But no, we just a live chat. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard yourself. Testing. Hello. Testing. Hello. Oh, what? Hello. Let me pull this back up real quick. YouTube. Sorry, we'll get into it here in just a second. But today we're going to be doing the behind the scenes of, like I said, the podcast. But mainly I'm going to be doing a new little oof. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I am just genuinely, today is just, oh, hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, look, I can see chat. What are you two doing? Aren't you guys supposed to be working? Oh, it's a holiday, isn't it? I can't see. Why can't I see the chat? No, I don't want top chat. I want live chat. Why can't I see my own messages? I don't think that's connected. We're going to exit out of that page. What was I saying? Not saying, but what was I doing? Where did my, gonna put slurs? Honestly, I've only streamed one other time on YouTube, so they'll probably go through. I don't have all the moderation my Twitch does. No. Not that. That is what I want to say. Docs. Chat. Can I say it? Hey, I can see my chat now. On OBS. I'm a professional. What professional content creator? Okay, can we go? Okay. Sorry, I'm fighting placement because I just want to put this like. No. Okay, we'll just do pop out chat. That's fine. We'll put it like right here. We'll just put it like over my face a little bit because I don't need to see myself. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. I'm also currently uploading a video, so we'll see if that makes the quality just like terrible. But I think it's doing all right. Shout out good internet. It's not the history center at internet, you know? Okay. Sorry, I have like 10 different tabs open over here, so you just get to look at me sorting through it while trying to avoid my microphone. So I always keep it on the right side. But it doesn't stay up on the right side. So I had to change it. Also, why aren't we viewing this live? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Alrighty. Anyway, so I'm gonna be doing some different I'm gonna do some short versions of the podcast to hopefully, make it a little more friendly to everybody. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So we're re-editing a past podcast. It was actually my birthday podcast, so that's what we're starting with, because we're gonna be doing some spooky stories. Okay. And I'm going through and putting like music and sound effects and stuff like that, so it's pretty good. We might go through and watch the first one I've already done, because I need to check and make sure it makes sense, because I did it at work. What? No, I didn't. Actually, I did. I did while I was working an event. So I had nothing else to do. Anyways, okay. So I want to do this, and then I want to do screen capture. Go ahead and do that. What messages am I getting? Oh, I meant to get myself some more water. I didn't. Oh gosh, Cody, what'd you do? Is this stream safe? It's probably just me, isn't it? Damn, look at that setup. That's kind of cute. Where in the world are you guys? Okay. Alright. Are you guys doing like an actual little party? Or is that just your normal hangout? Oh, I forgot to run that cable a more efficient way. Oops. Cody, be mad about it. What are you gonna do about it? Okay. So, I did. Okay. Hold on. Now I can see. No, I just can't see. Simply cannot see. Simply cannot. Seeing is not allowed. Can I still see your guys'? Oh gosh, it's in top chat mode again. Okay, I get it. I understand top chat for the big YouTubers out there who, are needing a top chat. Oh, can I put that there? Let me put it there. Ah. But for little old me, I don't need top chat. Give me live chat, alright? Party. Cool. Okay. I don't need my control panel. Actually, you know what? Actually, that being said, can I just put it with it? Yes, chat. Ah! A professional YouTuber now. Professional YouTuber. I know how to do. I love it when it reminds me to follow my own guidelines in my own chat. I can do what I want! Could do what I want! Just stream my phone out of the world. Okay. Alright, anyways, so this is what we're looking at. We have the full podcast here, which I nest every single layer so I can somewhat change the color correcting. I'm honestly not great at color correcting. That's a goal of mine. That's my 2024. It's not 2024. I give up. It's my 2024 goal. We're a little behind. So yeah, I go through and nest everything. Hopefully this isn't like super loud, but also hopefully you can hear everything. And hopefully it's not, it should be delayed the right amount, because I have to delay things from my microphone. No, I don't. Ooh. Oh no. Am I in sync? I would assume you would have said something. Do my voice match up with my visuals? Because I forget that I normally delay it from my other camera, and I'm not using my other camera. I'm using my DJI Action Pro 5 or 5 Pro, whatever it's called. It says right there, 5 Pro. Okay. We're just gonna hope that I'm good for now until I hear otherwise. Okay. So, we should be good. Well, let's give this a little listen. Let's give this a listen. Was it this one that I finished? I don't think so. Is it? Must be. It must be. Yes, it is. Alright, so this one's titled, Both of My Parents Were Surgeons, and I Used to Talk to Furniture. Turn it down a
That's
little bit.
Sentence. That's,
Yeah.
That's
It's
sentence.
supposed to be a little bit
I
quieter.
grew up in an area where properties were so large and the
very
families
loud
are
for me,
so
though.
wealthy that they build mansions and walls enclosing themselves in their own private properties. Never
The little music.
Never interacting with their neighbors unless
the
by
little
some strange coincidence.
chatting. I'm liking
I was
it. It's
homeschooled
not
until the age of
blurry, it's
7,
on
which is
1/4
where the
view.
story ends. But
Quote of
first,
a view,
it begins at age
dare I
4,
say.
when I can first remember what my childhood was like. As a young boy, I thought that staying isolated in your family's property was what all little boys did.
The story is
Whenever
so
my
good.
parents would go out, I'd ask to join. But they'd
You're
shake their
mute.
heads, explaining that only
I'm
adults
mute?
left home.
Okay.
And only in very, very
Cody.
dire emergencies. Aside from this, I never wanted for toys or activities and developed what my parents described as a wild imagination. I began to create
Sorry. I was going to deal with my editing process. Yeah, so this one, we're about 4 minutes in.
in my imagination,
4.5
more
minutes.
and
I think this
more,
one's
increasing
done.
the amount of furniture in my house.
I'm quiet!
dramatically.
Bitch, turn me up! I can't actually do anything about that. I don't think. Actually. Turn myself up a tiny bit. Properties, filters, audio gain. No, how do I do that again? When I listened to myself, I was loud as hell. I was loud as hell. I was so loud. It was crazy. What you mean? What you mean? Live. Turn myself up a tiny bit. Quiet. Jesus Christ, I peeked my
Bitch, turn
microphone.
me up.
I can't actually do anything about it. Sometimes I don't realize what I say, and then I watch my video of myself, and did I say that? Turn myself up a tiny bit. Look, I don't know. I sound fine. Are you sure your YouTube's not quiet? I mean, maybe compared to
Toys or activities and developed what my
is the okay, it's fine. Is the thing just loud? Because you're listening to me talk over myself. Is that weird? It's probably weird.
his love for constructing things and how he had handcrafted certain pieces. And so 3 years ensued of deep emotional relationships I developed with furniture in my home. Arnold was the soft sofa in the living room that seemed to move up and down as I reclined on him reading books. Sophia was my bed that shifted ever so slightly, rocking me back and forth as I fall asleep. Sometimes I can even hear her humming softly.
Oh, that's too much. I was adding different headphones.
Even hear her humming softly. When I laid my head on the table,
I don't know if I'm in love with it either, but they didn't have a
sometimes
good
I
humming.
can even hear her humming softly.
There we go.
When I laid my head
That's
on the
better.
table in my room, Claudio, I could hear his palpitations in rhythm to my heartbeat. I constantly spoke with Theodore, a rather small chair that was very
Turn it down a touch. It's a little bit much.
palpitations in rhythm to my heartbeat. I constantly spoke with Theodore, a rather small chair that was very responsive to me, making humming sounds and strange vibrations even when unprompted. But above all, I loved Gladius, the largest soft
Oh, sorry, I clicked off of it.
couch in the home, the one who seemed to share my breath. All the furniture felt so soft, so warm, and so alive to me. It's strange how fast things can change. It was Monday, my 7th birthday, and my parents were in their workshop constructing a new piece of furniture as my present. A woman had gotten lost,
Man, I
through
love
the
this story.
town,
It's so good.
and although our gates were sealed shut, she had managed to push her way through. She knocked on the door lightly, and I jumped up. Having never heard someone approach the house before, when I opened the door, her expression changed in horror. She sniffed the air and gagged. Then she picked me up and began to run. Tomorrow I turn 27, and I've been rolling over my mind if I should sit in the gallery
I read that
of my
wrong.
parents as they're executed. The headlines had labeled them worse than Carl Bandit.
Still don't know who that
Brandt.
person is.
Brandon? I don't know who that is. I'm
Nope.
so sorry. Having reconfigured 167 people by my 7th birthday, they were never branded murderers because no one had died. But it was much worse than that. The 167 people that make 71 pieces of furniture. That's 664 limbs, reassembled in formations no mind should conjure. Sometimes people think I'm a Buddhist. There's no furniture in my apartment. Both my parents were surgeons, and I used to talk to furniture.
Dude,
Oh my god.
what a good story.
I thought that one was crazy. I was like, where is this going? And then I was like, oh, the furniture of people.
Dude,
The furniture of people.
imagine the woman just walking into the house as a child, and then you just see reconfigured people just everywhere.
I very much picture this house like a Sims house. You know, like very like wide open rooms and like way too big and like with weird walls around it, and then just people furniture. And I want to know, like, did they look like people? Were they reupholstered? You know, what's going on?
Yeah, that's
So,
cause he said they were.
Okay. I'm happy with that one. I'm gonna check this in.
yeah, you know, it's okay. We'll go home and play Split Fiction.
Hell yeah, we will. Okay. Alright, so that one's ready for me to export, but I won't do that right now. We're gonna start working on this next section, which was my other story. I haven't done anything except for move it and copy and paste it over into this other section of the timeline. So again, this part is the whole this white is all the full podcast normal episodes. Like this is what the actual finished product looked like. I exported this, and this pink here. Oh no, this pink is what I just pulled here. Yeah. Well, yes, but anyways, I know what I'm saying. Just assume everybody else knows what I mean. This one only had one camera because my camera had died. But that's okay. We're alright with that. Okay, so I will be... Sorry, my keyboard was on top of itself. Alright, let's just start this thing. Let's feel it out. Let's see where we're going with
Alrighty,
this.
so this one is also from
Loud
Minimalist,
as
like
hell.
Like I said, I think all mine are. But this one's called The Minimalist.
The Minimalist.
His name is
Alright,
Sven.
yeah. First thing
Sven.
first, we gotta find some spooky music. So I'm gonna be doing that by, let me think here. Let me think, which channel, which page did I got it up on? This one I use Upbeat for all my music. It's absolutely awesome. Login. Login. Close. Okie dokie. So, I actually think I already have some saved. If I can find my thing, playlist. Oh, this isn't the right... Wait, what? What do you mean this isn't the right account? Oh. Make sure I do everything on this screen so you can't see it. Okay. You ever just like type a password in and you're like, dude, this should be right, and then it's not, and you're like panic for a second because you're like, no, it should be, and then you do it again and it works. That was that moment just then. Also, speaking of this, cool thing about Upbeat 2 is that I could just have music chilling in the background if I wanted to for the stream, but I don't know if I will, just because I'm gonna be listening to music, like trying to find music. So there's that. Okay, my playlists. Oh, good. And I have this channel. Okay. If some... This is probably going to be really loud. What did I use in the last video? What did I use on this last one? What's your name? Tell me your name! Just going for the spooky vibes. Okay, so this one is also from the No Sleep Reddit. Like I said, I think all mine are. But this one's called The Minimalist. His name is Sven. Sven. It's really hard for me to say that name. I agree. Yeah, we'll just use this one. Let's use this one. I like this one. Let's use this one. Yeah. I gotta get my thing up here, because where did she go? Oh, she doesn't exist on this account. Awesome. This might be on the screen. It is. That's okay. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to be taking this audio, putting it in my music folder, so that way it's in my music folder, so that way I have it. That way I know where the heck that went. Oh, that went to. In Dion. Wow, yeah. Wait, do you still pay for it? Because I have mine. Spooky. Shoot, what was that one I just did? It was Devil something. Devils at night. Devils at night, shout out to this song. So I was coming through my speakers for half a second. That was weird. Okay. So, the really cool thing about... Okay. Nope. We want that one muted because that one is just my camera microphone. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that magic remix tool, your best friend in Premiere Pro, and then you take it, and then you just extend the length of the audio however long or short you want it, and then you let it analyze what it's doing, and then it's going to go, boom! Music! I was actually almost on point with when that happened, so that made me kind of happy just then. I don't need that open anymore. Okay. Alright, let's get this audio level to a good level here. Alrighty, so this one is also... I think I've used this song before. I think I used it in the Sinister Sagas video at the History Center. It's... Being an editor is a weird place. Like, when you start to recognize copyright-free music, it's kind of weird. Or when you're, like, humming it in public, and you're like, oh, that's kind of... Like, most people are humming the hit song at the moment, or, you know, their TikTok songs. I'm over here, like, copyright-free music. Yeah. Also, just out of curiosity, hold on. Oh, here we go. We got Eye. Not the cat that I thought we were gonna get on stream. Normally Kool-Aid or Orange is up here, but we got Eye. Licking her beans. Fun fact, yesterday, she caught her butt on fire with a candle. So, that was fun. She was on the table. Hey, you know, cats. If you hate it, you hate it. She was on the table, and we had lit a candle, and she was eating the cheese, thank you, that I had given her on the table, and she, like, backed up, and she, like, sat on top of this candle just enough that it, like, singed her butt fur. Yeah. So that was fun. Anyways. Story of my life here. Okay. Alright, let's get this going. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up nice and big here. And we're gonna go like boop, boop, okay. My phone's gonna die. Is this charged already? But I'm gonna put my phone in. see if it charges. Okay. Nope. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so... Alrighty, so this one is also from the No Sleep Reddit. Like I said, I think all of mine are. But this one's called The Minimalist. His name is Sven. A little less. I don't want it to be too powerful. Alrighty, so this one is also from the No Sleep Reddit. Like I said, I think all of mine are. But this one's called The Minimalist. Just a minimalist. His name is Sven. Sven. It's really hard for me to say that name. Sven. So this is going to be interesting because it comes up a lot. So just bear with me. Sven. He's 27, blonde, and used to have a well-shaped body. We lived together for 3 years, him and me. Nights with beer, peanuts, and a good talk, and days that we barely saw each other because of our busy schedule. He's an architect, or maybe he just was. I'm not so sure. In March, he made his dreams come true. He traveled to Japan for 3 weeks. His Facebook wall was plastered with photos of temples and streets and people. But most of all, there were pictures of houses, large and small. Finally, photos of houses and apartments from the inside. Besides the ones of the picture, to this day, So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to listen for anywhere I want to add like sound effects or clip out like breaths and stuff like that. Because the podcast, like the full version is going to be more, is not going to be, it's a thing. It's already existing. It's more, podcast style, like chill, like vibes, like imperfect, long form content. But since I'm making these shorter, I'm going to go through and, edit out even more of the ums and the breaths and anything that breaks up the rhythm. So that's kind of what I'm listening for right now, as well as any sort of moments where I might want to add like a little sound effect or a little oomph, a little like emphasis, a little something, to make it a little spooky and a little more emerging. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Immersive. There we go. The ones of the pictures, to this day, stands a sentence that I think started his obsession. The people here are... So, I'm going to do this. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock the audio track so that way I don't mess up the music because the music's not in any particular order. And then I'm going to grab my razor tool, and in order to cut everything here, I'm going to hit shift and it'll cut the whole line except for the audio because I muted it, or locked it rather. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that, and we'll delete that. The people here are really nice. Tell them you're an architect and ask nicely, and any stranger will show you their house. It's so weird. Just make sure you take your shoes off. So that pause is kind of long. I'm gonna cut that. Again, razor tool, hit shift key, it'll cut everything at once, which is really nice. In his post and the 2 short phone calls we had during his time in Japan, I noticed that he seemed to have a new passion. Minimalism. Let's see if I can... Minimalism. Alright, we can fix my stutter there. My terrible reading skills. We can go like boop, 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 and go like this. Passion. Minimalism. Simple. Again, getting rid of those little dead space. Simplify and declutter your life, and you will simplify and declutter your mind.
I can't do that. I got a lot of stuff.
I like items.
I like having stuff.
To be fair, I use all of my stuff. Look at how much stuff we've used here. The amount of stuff I use for the podcast is insane. We literally, I typically have... Lately, I've had 3 cameras, 3 lights. I have your 2 microphones, you have your 2 mic stands. Obviously, you have the 3 tripods that go to the cameras. All the batteries, the cables that go to it, the microphones. You have the audio recorder, headphones. I spent too much money on this podcast. Shout out to Cody and Tegan for getting me the audio recorder for my birthday. He said, they have apartments here too. Not even bigger than student rooms, but they have everything. A shower. Can I make this full screen? No, okay. Everything. A shower, a kitchen, everything in just one room. And you don't even notice it. The first thing Sven did when he came back was to pack most of his life. First, spare clothes. read this little breath here.
His life. First, spare clothes, his game consoles, and his TV. And then also old gifts with random memorabilia into boxes. He placed the boxes on the sidewalk.
Sometimes I notice recording the podcast that I speak as when I'm doing a voiceover. So I add really long pauses in between sentences because when I do a voiceover, I like that so that way I can like break it up nice and piece to piece. So when I'm recording the podcast, and to be fair, some of the times it's because I'm just comprehending what words I'm going to be reading. And sometimes it's just because that's kind of how I talk. I talk really fast and then I have a random
He placed
pause.
the boxes on the sidewalk, and within an hour, they were gone. Within a week, more and more left his room. Old birthday cards, photos, trophies, even his heirloom grandfather clock. Soon, all was at the side of the street. Soon, all of it was gone. A room with a near gone. A room with a near empty shelf, a near empty wardrobe, a desk, and a chair. Isn't it beautiful?
There we go.
Chair. Isn't it beautiful? He asked. And I had to agree. So simple, so clean, so relaxing. No clutter, no memories, no worries. Although some of Sven's motivation jumped over to me, my room stayed a mess.
Shout out key shortcuts.
You should really declutter, he said. I've never felt happier. And Sven lived a simpler day by day.
This feels like me and Cody. I'm like, you should get rid of some stuff. And he was like, no.
Make more items.
Hey,
It's so much
I like items too.
more relaxed. He smiled as he said that. Simpler food. I feel so...
I kind of feel like Tegan was really quiet during that. Am I wrong?
This feels like me and Cody. I'm like, you should get
Yeah.
rid of some stuff. And he was like, no.
Make more items.
Audio gain. We'll just do it a little tiny bit here.
This feels like me and Cody. I'm like, you should get rid of some.
I'm actually gonna click control and I'm gonna do a couple of these guys. Make this a little bit louder on this side. Because she gets a little louder here.
This feels like me and Cody. I'm like, you should get rid of
Yeah,
some
sounds
stuff.
good.
And he was like, no.
Way better.
More items. It's so much more relaxed. He smiled as he said that. Simpler food. I feel so light. Simpler clothes. I don't need to choose anymore. 3 sets, rotate. Everything else is excess.
I feel like I kind of do that
No
to be fair.
desk. It's not good for your back anyways. No shelf. It just collects dust. No bed sheets. Your body learns to face the cold. No mattress. Soft is bad for your spine. No bed.
What?
It's so much...
Meanwhile, hold on. Oh gosh. Feels like I'm pointing at her. I'm not. She's like bed. She likes the bed. I have in frame right now, there is 1, 2, 3 cat beds. But guess what? If I move my chair, there's a 4th one. I have 3 cats. She chooses the bed. I get it though. She's actually kind of too big for all of them, except for the one behind me. Anyways, to go back a little bit.
No bed.
What?
It's so much easier. Oh, I said, but where do you sleep? The floor is enough. He smiled again. Relaxed, calm, and sincere.
I like the story too. It's so good.
happy.
And what do you do when it gets cold? He grinned. No problem. I still have the wardrobe. In early August,
The
he
wardrobe.
moved into the wardrobe.
What the fuck?
And since then, I've never seen him anywhere else. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Not the kitchen, not the bathroom. During the days, he keeps his wardrobe open, and at night, he closes it.
So you're saying he's in the closet?
He's in the closet. You should really join me, he says. There's lots of space here.
Sorry, the no commentary, just the giggle. I
don't
love
think
it.
so. Oh, Sven said, you're just too attached to things. I said goodbye to the Sven I knew on the 12th of August, the day he shaved his head.
Oh.
By that day, he was already thin, far too thin to be healthy. Sometimes I brought him food. No, he would say, "I'm not hungry."
Um,
He was never hungry, and you could see it when he was sitting sideways in his wardrobe, and the only things that gave a shape to his body were his ribs and bones that
Ugh.
nearly seemed to penetrate the skin. But he always smiled. "You really need help," I said. "You really need help," I said. And he smiled with trying to get some of these little clicks and breaths from me. And he smiled with teeth of which the gums were slowly retreating. "Don't worry about me. I'm much better this way. Much better than ever before. Dude, this is not healthy. Much healthier than you live," he said. "You should really join me in here. There's space for two." "There's no space," I said.
Dude.
I really shouldn't have said that. Sven installed a board in the wardrobe right above his head. "What? You can have the top bunk," he said. I thought that was a joke.
Honestly, what a considerate roommate.
This is Narnia in that fucking wardrobe. I ain't going
Mary
in
Poppins
there.
bag. And every day the top bunk seemed to
Yes, 90% of me editing is laughing at my own jokes.
grow as his space seemed to shrink. But he fit. He always sat there, quietly, sometimes with a book he borrowed from me, and other times just with his mind. It was September then. "Really," he said, "you can have the top bunk. You will definitely fit." "I'm not so sure about that." "Oh, I'll make a bit more space. Tomorrow, you'll definitely fit." And the next day, as a joke, I sat on his top bunk. He closed the door.
No.
There was just my heartbeat and his breath. "Isn't it serene?" he asked.
Should I do a little, well, let's see what this, project. I am on the project. Because I can do the same little heartbeat moment that I had before. Because I had this.
"Isn't it serene?" There was just my heartbeat and his breath.
I love that it says his heartbeat, like the OP's heartbeat. OP's heartbeat and not the roommate's heartbeat. Get kind of quiet here.
Heartbeat and his breath.
A little bit quieter.
"Isn't it serene?" he asked. "A bit too tight for me," I said, "and something smells."
Okay. And then I want to do, let's see if I can find, I can't remember. Not human. Okay, I think I'm going to find a little breathing sound. Again, shout out Upbeat because you get your sound effects. Get your sound effects here. Hey. Breathing breaths. Oh. Turn this up a little bit. Hopefully you can hear. Oh, muted it. That's a good one. That's a really good one. No, it's like panted. I think this one. Could you imagine laying quietly in a closet and just... Here, I don't even have to do that. Just listening to this. Ugh. Alright, we're downloading this one. I gotta move it over to... Sound effects. Got going on here. What we got going on here? That's okay. Okay. And so... We're going to sound effects. Spooky sound effects or sound effects? Spooky sound effects? What is spooky sound effects? Apparently I have 2 folders for that. Okay. Download, heavy breathing, throw it in there. Make sure, remember where you're working from. Make sure you're not pulling things from random things so that way when you open it on your other PC or open it later, it's not missing. Okay. So, we're going to do the heavy breathing. Throw it in there next to it. We'll go whip. Whip. Open this up big because I don't need to see my face. I am going to need to open a new channel, though.
There was just my heartbeat.
I kind of want this to be like a little bit more subtle coming in.
my heartbeat and his breath.
And so we'll start this like here. Turn down a little bit.
In his breath. Isn't it serene? He asked. A bit too tight for me, I said. And
let's try something real quick. I'm gonna take the audio remix tool, which I really need to put on a thing. I'm gonna put it like here. See, yeah, I was like, I don't know if that's gonna actually work.
Isn't it serene? He asked. A bit too tight for me, I said. And
I'm gonna cut this here and put this like about here.
In his breath. Isn't it serene? He asked. A bit too tight for me, I said.
Something like that.
Just my heartbeat and his breath. Isn't it serene?
I kind of vibe with it.
He
Oh, I
closed
love
the
spooky
door.
stories.
No. There was just my heartbeat and his breath. Isn't it serene? He asked. A bit too tight for me, I said. And something
I want to listen to it again.
heartbeat in his breath. He closed the door.
No.
There was just my heartbeat in his breath.
I guess I could put the door closing sound. Did I already have one? Oh, knocking. Let's do it. Door. Hello? What happened to? There we go. All right, I'm gonna look up a door search sound effects. We're gonna do door closing. Hopefully there's a creepy sounding one. I like the squeak. You know, one job I would love to learn more about in the like film world is the people who make the sound effects, because I think that's so cool. I think I would be so good at it. I'd be like, what is this weird little thing that makes this little weird sound that makes sound kind of sounds like this. If you've never seen those videos, they're really cool. What time is it? 2:17. Oh my gosh. Nope, not that one. I think it was, which one did I like? This one? I kind of like that. That feels like a creepy old closet, you know. I'm vibing with that one. It's just simple. It's a simple little quick, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need a simple little quick. Door closing squeak. Oh, wait, hold on. Door closing squeak needs to go a little bit before there. We'll move that around. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Awesome sauce. Yeah, I probably don't really need that. We'll just do that for right now, so I can see a little bit better. Make sure that's good. I'm still checking stream stuff real quick. Okay, hold on 1 second here. If I do this real quick, then you won't have to deal with me listening to myself. Oh gosh. Didn't know where it was. Okay. I vibe with this. This is fun. I've always wanted to do a stream like this. I hope to do it more often. I'm probably end up doing it like every Monday unless I have other stuff going on, or at least once a week. I don't know. We'll see. That's what it'll be. It'll just be to be determined kind of a thing, but I wouldn't do that. And since I guess I'm doing this on my my gaming channel technically, in the future these type of videos are going to be on my other channel. They're going to be on Anyssa Hammond. It's linked in the description, hopefully, probably, maybe. I'm not actually for sure on that. If not, it should be linked to my other channels. My podcast, search up Anyssa Chats. But yeah, so future behind the scenes of this will probably be up on that channel, because that's going to be my more like day-to-day life, podcast, vlogging, that kind of thing. A new vlog's going to be going up here soon. I haven't decided what day, but it's uploading right now. And then what was I gonna say? And then I want to start coming back and doing some gaming on this channel since I graduated college, Boise State. And so I actually am gonna have a little bit of time. Let's be honest, I'm gonna fill it up really, really fast, but it's kind of already been filled up. It's been a week and I've been basically nonstop. This is basically my main day that I've had off. I think last Monday I hadn't done much. I did some editing and that was basically it. I feel like I did something else, but it's what it is. It's what it is, isn't it? Anyways, okay, so we'll get back to it. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there that if you enjoy it, enjoy this type of thing, it'll probably be on the other channel. But I do hope to do some more gaming stuff here soon. I might actually stop the stream and like start a new stream later and play some games or something. But we'll see. I would like to get at least this section done. But this just shows kind of how long it actually takes to edit. Some people can I think I'm a relatively fast editor. So the fact that some people can just pop out so much content, I applaud them. And I love it. I love editing and stuff like that. But sometimes just doing it, I guess part of it is too that my job is editing and making content. So to come home and also do the same things, even for myself, sometimes can be kind of exhausting. So, but yeah, I'm a social media coordinator for a museum. So that's what I'm doing. I could record another behind the scenes little thing I could stream is doing my voiceover. I don't know if I'll do that this time, but I need to do some voiceovers for work. And I do those at home because I have just beautiful microphone. Sorry. Tegan's little no. Anyways. Okay, it's right here. Close the door. Squeak. Close. Shut. That's what I want. Do we want it before or kind of after? That works for me. It's so good. Sorry, I love it. Metal. Ugh. Gosh. I love this episode. Didn't need them. I feel like this could be a whole show. It's so good. Not show, but like oh frick.
I just didn't.
Sorry, I had the audio
every
muted.
Time I did. I looked at him.
It's awkward.
and
I was
he
just sitting here
smiles.
smiling.
He's happy. Happier than anyone I've ever seen.
Ho! What are you doing?
I feel like we need to rewatch that now that it was muted for.
Please, I just want to help. No, he said. I'm perfectly fine. I smell your body rotting.
Ugh.
He laughed.
It's
Don't
just
worry.
the healing process.
That's just the healing process.
It's like, I've heard this before.
Healing? The wounds, he said. What wounds? Nothing major. Nothing I needed.
My apologies.
Show me. No. Show me. I grabbed his right hand. It was bony, small, and cold. Stop it, he said, but I pulled. He felt lighter than my bag was on most days. His fingernails dug into my arm. Stop it, he screamed. His whole body slid from the shelf. Just no left arm. And no legs.
Sorry.
And with one push, he was back in his shelf. You're crazy, I said. No, he said. You are. You don't need all of these things for happiness. I walked backward to the door. What did you do with your legs? Didn't need them, he said. Cut them off 2 weeks ago.
Didn't need 'em.
Fucking eat him? What did he do?
My God, you will die. His eyes looked soft again, and he smiled. Simplify, he said. Then you will stop worrying about such things. Probably I should have called the ambulance or the police or somebody, anybody. I just didn't, because every time I did, I looked at him and he smiles. He is happy. Happier than anyone I've ever seen.
Ho! What are you doing?
It's been 4 days now. Sven is still there, happy. Sometimes I hear him hum or sing. Otherwise, he just sits there quietly smiling. And I should be terrified, disgusted, horrified. Instead, I feel serene when I look at him. When I feel stressed or worried, I look at him and feel calm from his smile. Without even thinking about it, I begun tidying my room. Sven is right in some respects, certainly. Decluttering calms me
Oh,
down.
it'd be such a good short
The
film.
first 2 boxes were on the shelf.
I wish I could
today.
steal the idea.
And by night, just before I go to sleep,
Can't.
I wonder what
I
it would feel
won't.
like to
But I
be
want
with him
to.
in there, in his wardrobe bunk bed. And when I close my eyes, the darkness seems to fill with a memory. I hear nothing but a heartbeat in his breath, and I remember how happy I felt in there. Did you hear that over there?
Mm-hmm.
Just tiered sounds.
So that was that. That was minimalism.
Jesus Christ.
I thought that was like.
I can't
had
decide
that
if I
when
want the
was reading
audio
it the
to.
first time.
I can't decide if I want the music to end after the storytelling is up. Like, so, like, okay, boom, that was the story. Audio, the spooky music stops while we're like chatting about it, or if I want it to continue, because there's part of me that like, kind of wants to continue because I feel like it'll sound really like if I were to mute this now, it's gonna sound kind of. This is locked. Hold on. If I like mute it now, it's like
I had no idea where that was going.
it's like it's quiet.
I didn't
it's
know
like
where that was going.
you get after listening to it for a few minutes, you kind of get used to the little background music, and then it's like, dude, no sound. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like sometimes I overthink the audio. I think it's easy to do when you're editing because you're thinking about it. Whereas when you're watching something, you don't necessarily think about the background sound. You don't really think about it. It's just something that you hear, and yeah, it adds to it even without you realizing. So I don't know. Also, my hair is not made for headphones. Oh well.
I thought he was just gonna be like. I
think
thought
I'm
he
gonna
was
leave
like,
it.
I opened the.
Why not?
That was me.
Okay. Sorry, you got me. I'm paranoid. We had a lot of noises tonight. I thought she was gonna be like, I opened the wardrobe, and he was gone.
He was gone. No, I thought it was gonna be like some sort of cult thing, you know, like he came back different. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me I can exit out a little or delete some of this. See, this is also part of it that I want to delete a little bit. Oh, I'm sending Facebook videos. Oh yeah, it's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. Happy day off to support those who died for us. I always get Mondays off, so it doesn't feel normal to me. So everyone, it's weird. Okay, so it's weird. I usually have Mondays off, which is when everybody else is working. And so it's really weird that I'm here chilling and everyone else is also chilling. I'm like, this isn't normal. Usually it's just me and everyone else is working, doing their thing, and then I'm like, oh, you don't. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anywho's.
Came back different. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, the whole humans are scarier than ghosts. I love it. Just imagine just Ugh. I love it. Ugh.
Like that. It's kind of just random filler stuff we can get rid of. Get rid of all the behind the scenes you ain't saying. Just kidding. Go check out the actual episode of the podcast. You'll get it. Oh shoot. Oh no. I messed up. I done made a mistake. It's fine actually. Not a big deal. My audio was unlocked, so it was freaking out, not letting me delete that.
Ugh. No, like how he came back different. Ugh. Just imagine imagine laying in a. First off, imagine laying like in a closet with somebody.
I know.
And then you pull them out and they're missing their arm and their legs. They're just a torso and an arm. And what you realize you've been smelling.
Like it's me right now.
Their decaying
okay.
body from their limbs and like.
So gross.
And they're just there like.
That's gross.
Thumbnail.
Where did he put them? Where did he put the legs and the arm?
That was the thumbnail I pulled.
Know which one he did first. Did he do the legs first?
Speaking of that, I do need to do a thumbnail for my vlog that's going to be going up, so we might do that after here in a second.
How did he not make a mess?
I don't know.
Okay, so what I'm going to actually do here is I'm going to extend this a little bit, but we're going to take, actually, we will just go like this, and go like this, and do this, and then we're going to do a dip to black. Sorry, wrong button. My keyboard is so old. I'm a gamer. So my WASD keys are completely worn off. And so even though I know what a keyboard is, for some reason it really throws me off all of a sudden. Also, I 100% think I cleaned my keyboard. Took all the keys off and cleaned it out. I got a little fancy little cleaner thing, which I think is over here. No, I'm just curious if I actually have it over here. I do. It's this fancy little thingy that has a little thingy, and then it has a little, but then it also opens up. How does it open? Oh wait, no, what? Oh, it has a button. Opens up and has all these little cleaning tools and stuff. Anywho's, but so I cleaned my keyboard, and then when I did it, I didn't know where the WASD went because they're so worn off, and I think in my head I know somewhere in my head I know where they go. Which one's which, and so I keep accidentally pressing. I think I have the S and the D key mixed because I've never done that where I accidentally press the wrong one. But ever since I cleaned my keyboard, I always press the wrong one. So I think I have them switched, and that in my brain I just know that this is the wear pattern of it, but I can't tell you that. Isn't that kind of weird? It's just instincts to be yeah, that's the one. So it's just a random thing because if you don't know, if you press Control D on or Command D on Premiere, it'll do your default transition, and then obviously Control S is save. So okay, do this little guy.
No.
I need to figure out a better outro. By outro, I mean the 10 seconds where, the end screen happen on YouTube. I want to figure out a better way to have that ending happen. I like it. I really like it when you just do plays a clip and then it blurs and then either there's music or there's audio from the clip. I tend to favor that kind of ending rather than just doing a graphic with subscribe here and this here because it's I'm gonna immediately click off of that. But if there's something happening, I might stay and watch it. So that's kind of my thought process for it. I don't know if that's right, but I don't know. So I don't know what to do for these. I also haven't solidified a name for this mini series. I want to come up with a name that's I kind of was thinking, I had an idea the other day. I can't remember what it was. Yesterday or the day before, I was thinking about it, and I was oh, that's a good idea, but I was busy, so I couldn't write it down. Always write down your ideas, kids. If you think you're gonna remember them, you're not. Am I gonna get it right this time? I have to point at my chair, not at my chair that's over in the room, not at her. I think it's the warp. It's the wide angle. It's also cold. It's also like kind of cold here. It's weird. It's 59 degrees right now. That's why I'm wearing a jacket. So, but yeah, I have my lava lamp going. The reason why I point that out is because it's so cold that my lava lamp's like taking forever to start lava lamping. It's funny how when it's really warm, it'll just be like boom, like that. So that's how science works. Anyways, I just wanted to show off. She doesn't even know. Also, it's not a body. This was just all of my pillows. I realized it kind of could kind of look like a body over there. It's not. There's not some secret person sleeping in my bed this whole time. That would be weird. That'd be hilarious. They just like, what if I didn't know that and there was somebody and they were like, what do you mean? Okay. You ever wonder how weird my brain is? This is the place for you to be. This is why the podcast episodes are so weird.
No.
Like, you got Anyssa Chats, but this is like Anyssa Yaps. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one that gets to laugh at my joke.
No.
Oh, no. Okay, cool. I like that. That's good. So that one is, let's see how long this one is. The first one was about 5 minutes, a little under 5 minutes out. So we press our O button. We're going to go over here. We're going to press our N button, aka our I button. And also, I don't think I did a fade in. A little bit here. Zoom in so that way I can see every frame. We're going to do this. We're going to do dissolve. I'm also probably...
Alrighty, so...
also going to do this because I'm kind of loud.
Alrighty, so this one is also from the No Sleep Reddit. Like I said, I think all of mine are. But this one's called The Minimalist. His name is Sven.
But I want to make like a really good thumbnail that's like The Minimalist and like have scary thing. We should probably do that now. But actually, I think I'm going to make a thumbnail for my... We're probably going to transition into thumbnail modes. What we think. I think that's a good idea. Alright. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go use the restroom. So... I'm going to full screen this, and I'm going to let it play, so that way you have something to listen to. And then, I'm going to go use the restroom. So, enjoy this.
Alrighty, so this one's...
Here, I'll make it actually full, so you can, like, see the quality, kind of.
Also from the No Sleep Reddit. Like I said, I think...
Also, I think there's a dead pixel on my camera, so
this one's called The Minimalist.
But you probably can't see that, so...
His name is
I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
Sven. It's really hard for me to say that name.
Sven. Coaster.
So this is going to be interesting because it comes up a lot. So just bear with me. Sven. He's 27, blonde, and used to have a well-shaped body. We lived together for 3 years, him and me. Nights with beer, peanuts, and a good talk, and days that we barely saw each other because of our busy schedule. He's an architect, or maybe he just was. I'm not so sure. In March, he made his dreams come true. He traveled to Japan for 3 weeks. His Facebook wall was plastered with photos of temples and streets and people. But most of all, there were pictures of houses, large and small. Finally, photos of houses and apartments from the inside. Besides the ones of the pictures, to this day, stands a sentence that I think started his obsession. The people here are really nice. Tell them you're an architect and ask nicely, and any stranger will show you their house. Just make sure you take your shoes off. In his post and the 2 short phone calls we had during his time in Japan, I noticed that he seemed to have a new passion: minimalism. Simplify and declutter your life, and you will simplify and declutter your mind.
I can't do that. I got a lot of stuff.
I like items.
I like having stuff.
To be fair, I use all of my stuff. I mean, look at how much stuff we've used here. You know, he said, they have apartments here too. Not even bigger than student rooms. But they have everything. A shower, a kitchen, everything in just one room. And you don't even notice it. The first thing Sven did when he came back was to pack most of his life. First, spare clothes, his game consoles, and his TV. And then also old gifts with random memorabilia into boxes. He placed the boxes on the sidewalk, and within an hour, they were gone. Within a week, more and more left his room. Old birthday cards, photos, trophies, even his heirloom grandfather clock. Soon all was at the side of the street. Soon all of it was gone. A room with a near-empty shelf, a near-empty wardrobe, a desk, and a chair. Isn't it beautiful, he asked. And I had to agree. So simple, so clean, so relaxing. No clutter, no memories, no worries.
Oh.
Although some of Sven's motivation
that?
jumped over
A
to
voice.
me, my room stayed
A
a mess.
moving
You should really
chair.
declutter, he said. I've never felt happier.
Definitely
And
can't
Sven
see
made
my
a simpler-
arm.
Simpler day by day.
Sorry. I'll stop talking over myself. How far did we get? This was about 10 minutes. That's good. That's exactly the length I want these little bites to be. Should we call it little bites? I need a good name for them. I need a good, like I thought about naming them, like, Crumbs, like Anyssa Chat Crumbs, or, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I don't know what to name it. So, okay, cool. Sorry. I want you to know, as much as I'm drinking coffee, I was crazy before the coffee. I didn't need it. It just sounded really good. Helps me focus. Caffeine helps me focus. Because otherwise I'm like, bah! But it... Oh. I was like, what are all these little black specks on my desk? I got these. They're kind of fun. It's like, hold on. Also, I just came to join me. She got closer. Sorry. But I've been doing these little, like, they're little, like, those little, you know, I don't know. I did them in elementary school in art class. You, like, scratch it off and it reveals colors. And so I've been doing some of those. Those are the letters of my cat. My cats. It's funny because as much as I'm looking over here to see what you can see, I could look here because I can see because I have an Osmo camera. This is my first time using my Osmo Action 5 Pro as a camera, or as a webcam rather. It's my first time using a camera as a camera. I've tried it out, and it's awesome. So I actually literally don't even have it on a tripod. It's magnetic to my computer, dude. 10 out of 10. Best action camera or anything you could ever ask for. Oh my gosh, look, lava lamp is lava lamping. Look at it. It's starting. Are you annoyed? Look how sweet the kitty is. She's so sweet. How can you edit without a cat? It's impossible. I'm convinced you have to edit with a cat. Where's Orange at? I think she might be downstairs, which is weird. Out of character for her. Yeah. Cool. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay, cool. So I think we've basically finished editing this. I'm gonna export this later. I don't want to bog down my computer at all. But what I'm gonna do is that's the butt that got singed by fire. Anyways. I'm easily distracted. I don't know what to say. But, okay, yeah, sorry. I'm having such a good time. It's been so long since I've streamed, and I love streaming. Even just yapping to myself. It's a great time. I'm genuinely having a blast. Let me make sure this is going up on unlisted. So, okay, this is fun. But what I'm gonna do is go to my playlists. Let's try this. So I can use Upbeat as just a little background bop. This one's like too chill. This one's too chill. Can I skip? How do I skip? These might be too chill. No, these are way too chill. I want, like, hold on. So, hold on. Can I show this? Sure, why not? What am I gonna do? Why not? Alright, we'll show this for a second. So Upbeat is awesome. So, they have an AI playlist generator. not sponsored, by the way, but like, if you want him to, technically you can use my referral link and get a discount for both of us. Okay. But if I go here and I'm like, okay, so we're chilling, we're doing like live stream vibes background or whatever words you want to put in there. So if you're editing a spooky video, you might put in there, you go spooky video, you know, whatever. If you're editing, you know, a hype reel, you might put in hype reel or whatever. So you can describe your scene, you can do sounds like. So if there was another video, or like if you're like, man, I like The Last of Us, and you're like, I want it to sound like The Last of Us soundtrack, boom, pick that, throw it in there. Personality, if you're like, man, I want goofy vibes, you can put that in there. Anything else, you can put that in there as well. And you just do it. And it's also powered by ChatGPT, and I love ChatGPT. If you're wondering, it's like my best friend, honestly. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Cody and Tegan. ChatGPT might take the spot. The AI's taking over in different ways, you know what I mean? Okay. So, it'll load up a whole bunch of videos. A whole bunch of music. Can I make it like more? Let's take a listen. Yeah, this is the vibe I was going for. And it's all copyright free. Technically, I haven't downloaded it, so I guess this isn't technically how you're supposed to. Anyways, don't question it too much. Sure, I'm gonna save this playlist, but we'll go back to this. Okay, cool. So now we have a little bebop going on. How old am I? So I saved this playlist. And I can just add music to it as we go. And then we can chill. I'll turn it down just a teeny tiny bit more. Okay. Sweet. So now we can vibe. Cause I'm gonna switch over to editing thumbnails. And so yeah. Cool. And hopefully I can just talk loud enough so you can hear me. Cause this mic is a little quiet, not gonna lie. I don't really need a coaster, but I'm chilling there. Look at that mug. I love this mug. It's my favorite. I bought it for myself for my birthday last year. I love it. I almost got a second one, but I was like, I don't need another mug, but it's such a good, like, look how big that is. Like, not that my hand's big, but look at my size of my face. That's beautiful. I hate tiny mugs because it's like, dude, if I want a cozy drink, I want a cozy drink. All right, bro? Okay, so first off, I'm gonna save this and close out of this. That's what I'm doing. I'll try to talk through what I'm doing here. And then I'm gonna be opening up another project that hasn't been released yet. So, behind the scenes, first look. Again, go follow Anyssa Hammond. That's my other YouTube channel. It's this one. It's this one right here. Hold on. This one. Go follow it. Follow it. Air. Follow it. Should anybody, be here. It's just little old me. It's just little old me. Living the life. Where am I? I think this music might be a little too vibey for my energy. That's fine. Deal with it. Put up with it. Put up with me. Hello? Okay, and so this is going good. So we're at 29% uploading. That's not bad considering we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing all of the above. This is pretty good. Like I said, I'm gonna upload. Or not upload. Oh my god. We're gonna go to vlogs. I went to Omaha. My friends and I went to Omaha. And I vlogged it, and so that video's gonna be up. Part 1's gonna be up. I gotta figure out making a thumbnail for it. So, what I'm gonna do is open up the Premiere file, the video file, and see about finding a good little screen grab for it. A little screen grab. A little I need to get a light in here. So, Yana, done, Yana. I'm so excited. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go back to the Premiere. We're gonna be finding ourselves a screen grab. Look at that freaking. Ooh, look at me. Oh yeah. Yum. This is literally like how much footage. Oh my gosh. This was fun. This was really fun. What kind of thumbnail vibe do I want to go with? Not this one. Let's get off the screen. It gets even worse. Even worse. There we go, like a turtle. So the main thing is we went to Omaha Zoo. What kind of thumbnail I want to go here? You know, you're not gonna be able to see this, but I'm gonna look at some inspiration. Ooh, look, I'm tempted to use Canva. Canva has that, like, a different vibe. I don't know. I use both. Even though I have, like, Photoshop, I do use Canva a lot because it's nice to, it's just nice for those, like, little quirky graphics and stuff like that, and, like, I don't have to make them myself. So for quick things. I mean, I could just take one of our pictures we did. Hold on. Let me pull up some stuff here real quick. I need to set back up my stream deck so I can just like change. I'm doing all this now. Photoshop. Let's just use Canva. I have Canva Pro. Shout out nonprofit Sim, right? Canva. Actually, yeah, whatever. I was trying to decide if I wanted this to be on the History Center's like Canva page. Okay, create YouTube thumbnail. But I'll just delete it. Okay, yeah, let's try this first. I find this to be kind of a lot. It's too long. It's too many dan. I need some variety. Yeah. Okay. Does this just let me do? Can I just put in my own picture here, or is it gonna? Because am I just gonna be able to like? No. Okay. Shocking surprise reveal. Okay. Anyways, sorry. No. Delete this. Just get no. If I just search, let's see what ideas Canva has for me. I'm an original creator. Yeah, we could do something like this. I like the ones with the most pictures. So what I'm thinking is we took some pictures. I don't know the quality of them though. Cody Cannon, what you doing in the gaming boys chat? We took like some of these. Yeah, the quality's kind of not good though. The quality isn't there because of the angle in which we were in the lighting that we were having. And also I think I was in super dark mode. Look at us chilling in the freaking van. Also, those are all. Also, I just realized those are all from the second episode anyways, so the second part. So it doesn't matter. What do you want, Cody? Just kidding. Wow, you guys have a nice little stay there. Looking very good. Jealous. What? Well. But this... Okay. My bad, I got distracted. Okay. Okay, we gotta go to the... Gotta go back to this. Gotta find a good, like... I mean, like, come on! Look at that guy! Look at him! He's adorable! Hey, oh no, I'm gonna be sitting weird now. Yo, look at him. Let's see if I can find a clip that's a little bit more in focus. Hard thing about vlogging with this is just the focus of it. To be fair, it's just for a tiny thumbnail. I mean, freaking, would you just look at him? His little eyes moving, that's so cool. Sorry, that makes the audio is atrocious. Literally, how much you wanna bet I said that? Hello. I said hello. Hello. My only other question is like, we got a shot of him like belly up. Is that cooler? Like this kind of. Nah, I like him coming at us. That's kind of cool. Yeah, let's do this. I know it's not like perfectly clear, but it's fine. Alright, so if you don't know, there's a little camera icon and you can capture your screen capture here. Clip for TBN. Little guy is what I wanted to name it. Wait, I'm just gonna name them one by one. I don't wanna do... Throw it in here. Okay. Alright. I kind of want... I need another clip of, like, us all together. Oh, God. It was so windy. It was so much fun. Again, this isn't even out, so, you know, you're getting a sneak peek into the vlog. My first ever vlog. As you can tell, I'm not very great at it. But I like to pretend. Should I cut out me T-posing and just put that as the thumbnail? Like, don't have any of the background, so you just cut me out, so it's just me T-posing. You know. That was really cute. Actually, honestly, where'd that go? I wouldn't mind, like, a really good, like, one where I'm, like, holding the camera out. Problem is I was filming a lot of animals. Here we go, somewhere in this clip. That one. Huh? Nah. My confidence changed throughout. This is really crazy. I start from like filming, like you can just tell, because I'm like holding the camera down here, like I don't want anybody to know, and then I'm like, dude, I'm in a completely different state than where I live. Put it up here, loud and proud, you know what I mean? Still not perfect, but it was really fun. I'm excited. We're gonna be doing more trips and stuff, and I'm gonna try to vlog probably all of them, because it was really fun. They'll be out more timely than this one, because this one I literally filmed March. It was before my birthday. Right, yeah, right before? Yeah, I think it was before my birthday. So, pretty sure. Just do that one. I like, yeah. Honestly, it might be easier to grab one from the beginning. Not me grabbing the shampoo bottle. We get it. Hotels have shampoo. Look, I'm not very cultured. None of us in the pool. No thanks. Scandalous. It's a lot of eating and animals. If you like eating and animals, and then Cody getting bit by an ostrich or an emu. My bad, emu. I wish I'd gotten a good shot. I was there. I was trying to block the wind. I mean, where's that? Me looking around all like, ah. Actually, oh, wait, hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I got an inspiration. This is, like, thumbnails can be, like, the fastest thing ever, or they can take me forever to figure out. I'm not great at them. Like, I feel like making them's fine. It's just figuring out what I want to do is hard. Hold on, there's a part where we sit on the bench in the aquarium. Was it that? Oh, that's actually a good shot. At this point, I should have just freaking watched it. Penguins. Penguins! Is there a shot here that's not blurry? Yeah. Sorry. Yelling at the thing. I think this is this is all in 4K. I don't know what I exported it as. Guess we'll find out.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah. There's a couple shots where I like get us looking at everything. Okay, we all look terrible in slow motion. Let's not do slow motion. Dude, what a cool like thing to. I know it's just an aquarium, and a lot of people have been to an aquarium or whatever. And like also, you know, actually aquariums, I don't necessarily have a problem with aquariums. Zoos though, I do like mentally, like morally have a tiny bit of like sometimes they can be done wrong. Honestly though, I will say the zoo, I felt like there was none of like the zoo we've been to in Branson was very compact and like not very clean for the animals, and just like it felt kind of not great for the animals. But I will say the Omaha Zoo felt a lot more morally okay. I'm not gonna say great because like, but also you have to remember they're like saving animals and like stuff like that, you know, like there is a place for them, but there's a lot of zoos that do it wrong, is kind of how I feel. But I just try to remember like how cool it is. What in the tarnation? What in the tarnation? What in the what? Okay, it's after this. It's after the penguins. Unless I got a shot of us and the penguins. My very professional filming skill. The problem is the camera's really small, so sometimes it's hard to hold for long periods of time and not keep your not put your hand in the camera. I thought I got like a shot of us all looking. I remember it very vividly. Can I just screenshot it from my mind? Okay, I know there's a shot of us sitting in the aquarium. Did I delete it? Maybe I did. Did I delete it? No, I didn't. It was before that. Because there's 2 rooms with them. Oh, there we go. It's not like great lighting, but I might be able to edit it. Yeah, let's do that one. Clip for TBN main. Alright, let's go back to Canva. What did I accidentally open up? Oh. Or maybe I will do Photoshop. Flex. Sorry, I just got my leg out here. Sorry. Cheers. Good old black cherry latte. Let's see. I want to open up. Let's not do this. Let's not do the Canva route. Let's give a shot towards the photo of the shop. Photoshop. I forget there's a web Photoshop. Ah! This is fun. I'm kind of a person that gets pretty excited about most things, so this is great. Trying to decide if I'm gonna stream a little bit of gaming. It is already 3:10. Maybe. New file. Custom saved. Don't make me look up the YouTube. I always forget YouTube. 12 IE pixels. Pixels is gonna be 1280 by 720. Forget that's what it is. I always forget it. YouTube thumbnail. YouTube TBN. Alright. So. Okay. Should just do something out of DS. I know it's not gonna be like the highest of quality. I'm not the best. This is my first ever vlog, alright? I've never had to make a vlog thumbnail before, okay? This is weird to me because it's like, I want it to look real, but I also want it to be like, I want to click that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So you know how it is. No, I already, get out of here. I know how to use this. Let's try the auto. Not terrible. Gotta bump them shadows up. Hold on. A little bit light, a little bit of fix. We're gonna go up there. I'm not a editor. I think that looks perfect. Just kidding. It's kind of cool, actually. Blacks. I'm gonna turn them down, but I'm like, kind of feel like we need to turn them. It's kind of a bad photo of me now that it's not dark. My face looks weird, but you know, my face always looks weird. Cody's face looks weird, but he's also always weird. Okay. I was talking while I did it because I don't know how to just be chill. Sure. Nah. Doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, Anyssa. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is okay. He's okay. He's fine. We're okay. It's no big deal. Okay. Text. Omaha trip. Travel blog. Should I do like the 2025 kind of thing? Like, you know, so it's like, oh yeah, because like how many people did a vlog? Not necessarily a bad idea, dude. Not necessarily a bad idea. Sorry, I'm. Sometimes when I use my brain really hard, it's difficult, okay? It's really hard to be me. It's really difficult. Just like. Honestly, I vibe with it. Trying to decide if I should like cut us out and like put some. You know what? Let's try it. Let's duplicate this layer. Sorry, I know you can't see everything, but it's fine. So I'm gonna duplicate this layer if I can figure out where to duplicate. Where to do blah blah blah. I don't care to name it because I'm not gonna be working on this that much. Alright, let's try to do quick selection tool. Is that what I want? Yes. Alright, we're gonna have to look at our pixely self. That's fine.
Gotta get everything. Gotta get it all. Gotta get it all. Select this all as one entity. I guess. I don't know if we should. I don't want to emphasize my crotch. That's weird. That's fine. Isn't technology so cool? I remember doing this in 8th grade. I took a Photoshop class, and I just remember it being like, this was the most obnoxious process, was to select something. To be fair, it was probably me, but I loved that class. Oh, I didn't get Cody's face. Come here. Come here, you face. Get your face on over here. Get right in there. I'll leave that one up. Go get Cody's little hair. His little hair. I'll do that. Okay. So my thought process is I can do Control C, and then we're gonna do filter, and we're gonna do no, we're gonna do select, modify, feather, which I know there's a command for it, but I always do it manually. I don't know. And then we'll copy that layer. And then we're gonna go here. We're gonna like do this. And then I was thinking, let's try the stroke out. Let's try the stroke out. Let's try the little stroke out. You know what I mean? And then let's do black or white. I mean. Why is she so thick? Oh no, 0.05, 0.5. Ah. Maybe I shouldn't have. I hate this box. Can this box disappear? I don't want it to actually disappear because I just don't want it to be on my picture. Sorry. I got grumpy. I got grumpy. Okay. Omaha travel vlog 2025. That looks fine. Okay, what if I do... Hold on, I kind of want to mess with this a little bit. What if I do like a bevel? What does that look like? Whoa! I've never done it on people, so I was curious what it looked like. Okay, we're not doing that. I was just curious what it looked like. I'm gonna do drop shadow. Where's it adding it? Yeah. I look really dark, don't I? Also, I don't think I selected my glasses. It's fine. It's an Easter egg. Point it out in the comments. I like it. It's way better than just like... I look a little stupid. I look really stupid, but I'm trying not to think about it too much. Alright, I'm gonna duplicate this as well. Okay, and then probably after 2025 I'll change the thumbnail. That's called marketing right there, damn it. I got a marketing background, alright? I've got myself, I'm a content marketing, I got my certificates. Got the certificates to prove it. To prove that I am a professional. There we go. What if I do this in black?
Oh, that looks good. Not really, but like kind of. Oh, I can't make it smaller. What do I do inside? Whoa. No. Okay. No stroke. But let's add a little drop shadow. There we go. That's what and it should be the same as the others. That way it stands out a little bit more. Oh, I do kind of want to. Wait. Yeah, that looks fine. You know what? We're just gonna do that. We'll title it something that's a little more. That's fine. I'm not really expecting this video to like do well. It's just for me. I mean, it'd be awesome if people watched it, but it's also, again, it's just for us to like have fun with. It's a little goofy. I like it. Okay. There we go. It looks better, right? Yeah. I was like, it's a little offset. That's why. Okay. All right. I think we're just going to do this. I think it looks beautiful. File. Export. I'll do this on, I'm going to cut to this. File. Export as. Dude, what a success. Oh. Trying to decide. I might. What time is it? It's already 3. Trying to decide if I want to play a game today and stream some games, because I do kind of want to. But I don't know. Did I spell everything right? O-M-A-H-A. I always spell Omaha wrong because there's an H, right? The ha. But I always think there should be O-H-M-A-H. What can I say? I'm an American. Travel vlog 2025. That looks good. Okay. So did that do? Yes, it did. Okay. And then I'm going to save this as a thumbnail thing. Nope. Vlogs. Omaha trip. YouTube TVN. Yeah, that works. Okay. Okay. Cool. And so we're saving that. I'm exiting out of that. We're going to save the Premiere file. And we're going to exit out of the Premiere file. And then I'm going to open up where I'm uploading my YouTube video. And I'm going to slap that thumbnail on in there. And I also need to figure out a better YouTube description for it. There we go. And it's 35% complete. I don't know when I'm going to upload. Orange. Oh, oh, can we see her? Can we see her? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't see. I can't see. You're so cute. What do you have? Do you have your kitty? Do you have your kitty? Oh, you're such a good one. You're such a good kitty. So good. I love this cat. She's like, what? Just a cat. Yesterday she took her monkey, or her cat, sorry. It's usually a monkey she carries around. She took her little cat by the back of its head, carried it all the way downstairs, took it into the bathroom, dropped it in the shower, and then left it there. And it was so cute. It was awesome. Oh, she's clean and orange. You can't really see it, but you can kind of see it. There's Borhinge. What? It's not food time yet. No. You got at least another 30 minutes. At least, but probably longer because I fed you later. She's angry. Alright. right, cool. So we got that going. Let's see, 325. I'm debating on if I'm gonna stream some games. What do we think? I think I'm done editing for now. We finished. I need to go through and export those videos that we made. I got those two. I need to export them. And then we did the thumbnail. I got the thumbnail going up on the video that's going to be going up here within the next couple days. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. Wednesday's usually when I upload, but I don't know what my best day is to upload. So there's that. And then, so there's that. And then I'll have the little mini bites that are... It'd be kind of fun. I can name it like mini bites, like BYTES. But is that kind of like, I feel like that's already taken. That doesn't feel very creative. I need to figure out a name for the mini series of the podcast, where I take just the mini stories of just each story. Because, you know, the podcast, we tell like anywhere between like 2 to 5 stories or so, give or take 2 to 6 stories. But I need to figure out a way to, I want to upload each story individually, so it's a little bit less daunting to consume. But I don't know what to name that. So anyways, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stream. All right, I don't know. Well, I think I'm going to end this stream here. This was a lot of fun. Like I said, if you should be watching this and you're like, hey, yo, I want more. I will probably do future streams on my other channel, which I put in the comments, but is Anyssa Hammond on YouTube. It should be in the description, or it should be like connected to my page. Anyssa Hammond, search up Anyssa Chats podcast. That should also show up. And yeah, so follow that because I'll probably be streaming on there, and then gaming content on here. So this is the more chill channel. Less the other one's like my daily life and stuff like that. And then we have the gaming channel, second channel, which I might rename. I'm contemplating renaming it. So there's that. Rebrand drop. Don't brand drop. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I may or may not stream. I think I might stream a little bit of if I stream, I'm gonna stream Dead Rising. Continue where I left off like 6-8 months ago. And I know it's crazy, but I've been really wanting to do it, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So just because the series stops for a while on my channel doesn't mean it's dead forever. There's chance that I go back to it. Just like Amnesia. I've played the whole game. I just never uploaded the last video. Should I do that? It was before I got my haircut. So, that's crazy. I filmed that like 2 years ago. Gosh, I'm a mess. Alright, anyways. Yeah, we're gonna end the stream. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. I'm just gonna go to black, I think. Fade to black. Yeah, let's see if this works. It may not work. This may just take my other shot. Yeah! Alright. Anyways, thanks for watching. I much appreciate it. Have a good rest of my day. Maybe I'll be back. We'll find out.